Welcome to R.W.Podcast with your boy King Felix. How are we doing today? How are we doing? How was your week? How you going into the weekend? I hope it's great. I hope all the kings and queens are doing awesome. But if not, let's do something about it. This episode right here, right now, is a summer recap. We're gonna recap the summer. I'm gonna recap my summer, and hopefully, y'all summer was great. Y'all already know a little bit about my summer from episodes 2 and 3, and if y'all have not seen it, go check it out. I get personal. I'm gonna mention a little bit about it, and like that, I can finish up my summer. Some of y'all probably saying, "What you mean recap of summer?" Well, where I'm at right now, where I'm living, summer's officially over in the sense of the kids are back to school. You know what I mean? But the weather's still great when it wants to be. You know what I mean? You can still hit the beaches, jump in the pool, but ultimately the summer's over. Now, for others, summers are still going. You know what I mean? The kids are going back to school soon, so I hope y'all enjoy it. End it right, end it well. As for a recap, I just want to touch on little things that happened throughout the summer, besides my personal stuff. There's not much that I truly did. But I did the things that I love to do. My video games, a bunch of video games was announced and released. Movies came out. Future movies were announced. Stuff like that. You know what I mean? So that's what I'm really here for. And I have a surprise at the end of all this. I think y'all like it. Y'all love it. It's a big deal for me. And yeah. So let's start right now with a summer recap of some video games that caught my eye, that I was able to watch, because my summer has been busy. And personally, my summer took away the job that I had, took away a lot of my time for me to follow up on things and get into things that I usually do or watch or research. So one of the things throughout the summer that I try to do is play some video games, which I did. I was able to play Ninja Turtles, Shredder's Revenge, and Platinum it. And thanks to the family, thanks to the homie Bucho from the R.W.Podcast. Please check them out. I'll leave a link to their channel in the description down below. Check out Pucho, Doughboy, Tone, and Mateo. They're a group of great guys, a dope podcast. And once again, thanks Pucho for helping with the platinum. That co-op mode was definitely serious. What else did I get to platinum? I think I platinum Wolfenstein. I don't know if it was in the summer or not, but I definitely platinum that game. I'm working on platinuming Ease 9, Cold Steel 1, and there's one more game that I'm real close. And I think that's what it is, Cold Steel. Yeah, Cold Steel and Ease. Those are the two games I'm going to work on platinuming. But I've been playing Xenoblade Chronicles 1. Yes, I'm playing it. I've been had 1 and 2. But yes, I'm playing it because of 3. My homeboy Alvin, he's been raving about part 3, and he's been telling me, "Yo, hurry up and start playing." So I'm playing that. I call it I think it's Live Alive, Live Alive, right? I think Live Alive. That's the name of the game. I play a little bit of that. It was pretty cool. It was pretty awesome. I noticed the what's it called? I love how they bring in these old school games back, and I love how they doing new games with that old school style of artwork, of the pixelated artwork. It's pretty dope. You know, you could take it down to Octopath Traveler, which I'm close to. I'm playing that one as well. Too many games I'm playing with. I got to start focusing on one, but Octopath Traveler is pretty dope. I didn't play Triangle Strategy yet, but I heard that one was awesome. But I love these old school looking games, and I love the music that follows behind it, and the great content of story that follows it with as well. So it's like the artwork, nice high def pixelated artwork, great music, and story has finally, now I don't want to say finally, but it's been taken over in the sense of the JRPG market and all that. So it's good to see. It's good to see good games come out in that format, in the JRPG genre, and also in the format of the pixelated art. So, what else? What else? I have not played, but I've seen the River City Romance Saga. That's looking pretty fun and pretty awesome. I'm gonna have to holler at Pucho about that one as well. That's looking like a game to play. 4-player co-op. Those are the games that I played in the summer when I had a chance, and that was my way to kind of just to zone out and just chill. I saw games that were talked about that's coming out. I'm trying to remember. There's another pixelated hack and slash game. I wonder if I think it's the end or man, I was just reading about it. Matter of fact, I think I wrote it down. I know this is crazy, but I'm gonna have to get it because I think I wrote it down because I definitely want to say the name about this. There we go. There we go. It's called There Is No Light. If I'm correct, there's a demo on Steam. I don't think the game is out yet. It's a pixelated, like I said before, it's a pixelated hack and slash game. It looks real dark. It definitely worth playing in a sense, just by the looks of it alone, just by the gameplay demo that I saw, and it also seems it's gonna have a nice story behind it. So that's one to check out. That's one to look for. I think it's pretty dope. What else we got? I saw. Oh, I don't think it's gonna be the greatest game in the world. I think it's just gonna be fun just to shoot, and that's Gun and Grave Gore. Now, the reason why I even mention this game and even thinking about this game is because of the anime Gungrave. It's because of Brandy Heat and Harry McDowell and that friendship and how everything turned out. And if I'm correct, it's been a while since I've seen it, but if I'm correct, that anime was left in the cliffhanger. You don't really know what truly happens at the end. And I want to know if this story follows the anime or is it something different. I haven't really read up on it, haven't checked about the story because I like to not know about anything while I'm going into these games. I'd rather find out as I play. I don't like getting hints or none of that stuff, so I'm waiting on that one. I saw the Mega Man Battle Network Legacy Collection announced. Now that's dope. Anyone who had the DS, and I was also thinking, did it come out on the DS? It definitely came out on the DS. But did it come out before that? I don't remember, but either way, if you play Mega Man Battle Network on the DS, you know that those games are dope. It's long. It could get tough at times with these secret bosses and everything, but it's cool little stories. It was a dope way to play Mega Man. Instead of the the little side scroller, hack slash going through the game type of thing. So it was definitely fun to play back then, and I definitely want to play it now. What else we got? Hogwarts, Harry Potter. Um, that looks really good. I it looks really good, and by the way, I don't knock I don't knock on any game until it comes out. I have to play it myself to be like, all right, what's up, what's good, or um, or if it's bad, if it's something not worth it, it needs to come from a source that I trust, and my sources will be the people around me. They know the type of games I like to play. They know what I look for in the game. So they'll definitely let me know the pros and cons, the bad of the games if I haven't played it yet and they have. So Hogwarts looks really good. I know it got delayed to 2023, and I think it got delayed because of God of War. I think God of War was the reason it got delayed. God of War Ragnarok, which I think is pretty cool. What they did with that was releasing it on a Wednesday, and the reason why I say that because we all know this new God of War is within the Norse realm, Norse gods, and Wednesday, if I'm correct, is considered Woden's Day, and that's translated to Odin. So let's see what that goes, where it leads, and all the other great stuff, Or I just could be overthinking, over speculating, just looking too much, into the whole stuff like that. But I know when I saw on the day it was dropping, especially talking to my boy Carlos, and y'all should know Crime the Gray, from the first episode. He's into all that as well, and we talked about this, about Norse gods and everything, and this came up. So it's like a full circle type of thing. So I definitely can wait to see if something big comes from that. It's me being me. I call it mention God of War. Let's not. I'll talk about another anime game, One Piece Odyssey, and it's turn-based. It's a JRPG, so I'm waiting to see what that is. I mean, we've seen the trailers. We've seen some of the gameplay within the trailer. It looks awesome. Or that just could be the fanboy in me. I mean, I don't know. But that's a day one. By the way, most games that I love to play, and I know I'm going to play, I know I'm going to collect, not only is it day one, it's physical copy. I do physical copies. Almost all my games, the ones I want to keep. Pardon me. Little something between tonight, having a drink. If you listen to this and you're in a space to have a drink, cheers. It's been a great week. It's been fun. But it's been more than just a great week. But it's definitely been a great week. It's been a lot of fun. I'm in a way better place. And I just want to say cheers to that. Plus, it's been a while since I've been able to record and talk and speak my mind and share my experience and be glad that people are listening. Some. So, yeah, One Piece definitely is a must. We all know what's up with that. I mean, we should all know. You're an anime fan and have to try this out. And I know the other One Piece games have not been big hits, very welcomed. And it's okay, I don't blame. But this looks like it could be something amazing. Let's not forget about Final Fantasy. Final Fantasy 7. Final Fantasy 7 Rebirth. Crisis Core Final Fantasy 7 Reunion. Which, if I'm correct, it drops this year, wintertime. And Rebirth drops next year. And I'm also wondering if Reunion, Crisis Core Reunion, is it a remake? Is it a remaster? Are things changing? I mean, we don't know. And once again, I mean, there's probably information out there, but I just don't want to know. So please, if you do comment about this, do not talk about anything in the sense of, oh, they're not, what they're doing, what they're not doing. I love to find these things out while I play the game, because I love to be surprised of what they do. If they change it up where it's bad, if they change it up and make it better, stuff like that. I love seeing that. I'm a big fan of the Final Fantasy VII remake. Rebirth looks good. I love the fact that they're calling a rebirth because of the changes they made in remake, and it's almost like fighting destiny or changing destiny or even changing the path of everything that Zack took, and it was like he made out alive. So there's so much questions, there's so much theories, there's so much I want to know that I want to see what happens. Is it going to be open world? Is it going to be is the depth of area of changing? I know some fans don't want that to go because that's a very, that's a very nostalgic moment. It's very big. It's very memorable. It's something that all hurt us and made us just want to play Final Fantasy VII even more and wanted to just destroy Sephiroth back in the day. So let's see where they go with both games, with Zack and the Crisis Core Reunion, and the continuation of Final Fantasy VII and Rebirth. Am I missing anything? Let me look real quick. I know, like I said, I wrote some things down. Let me see if I'm missing anything here. I mean, not really. Call of Duty coming out. Gotham City's coming out. The only reason why I'm not even a big deal with Call of Duty because I stopped playing Call of Duty a long time ago. I don't really play first-person shooting games like that. I did when it first came out, Call of Duty. I played online a lot. And I just kind of fell off. I usually play the campaign if it's worth it, if it's cool, whatever the case is, I'll check it out. But don't care much for it. Gotham Knights. I definitely want to see what this is. I want to see how the co-op works. I want to see how the story goes. I want to see how the character plays. Like I said, it's cool by seeing in trailers and gameplay trailers, but actually playing it yourself is the experience I like to get and be able to talk about, because we might like what we see but not like what we play when it actually comes out. So I just I'll wait, come back and discuss about that. I think that's it with my video games. Like I said, I didn't really follow up much. I just went by what I saw. It was a busy summer, definitely a lot, which I'm going to get into soon. But before that, I just have to talk about, first of all, Thor: Love and Thunder. Not a bad movie, funny. I took it for what it is, for what it will be. Which is kind of fun to watch. I went with the two boys. It was okay, nothing big. But the biggest thing that, that's movie based to me, in my opinion, was the release of the phases of MCU. Phase 5 and Phase 6. With Phase 6, they start with Fantastic Four, if I'm correct. Then movies in between, and then it ends with Avengers Kang Dynasty, then Avengers Secret Wars. It's looking like it's gonna be crazy with these MCUs, with these Marvel movies. But that was just Phase 6. Phase 5 is really out there. Everything, like, from beginning to the end, it's out there. And we have Ant-Man and the Wasp, which Kang is in the movie, which is amazing. I want to see where they go with that, which is February 17th, 23rd. I want to see Secret Invasion. It's also coming out. Guardians of the Galaxy, which is May 5th, 2023. You have Echo, Loki season 2. You have the Marvels. You have Blade, Ironheart, Agatha, Daredevil, Captain America, New World Order, and Thunderbolts. Now, mind you, some of these movies and TV shows got dates. Not gonna get into them. They're very close though. I just, for a little while, I felt overstimulated. I think is the word. Just overwhelmed. More is more likely. More the word I want to use. Is overwhelmed. I feel like it was too much. It's too much Marvel. Too much in between it to try to do. I don't know why. You could leave in the comment why, but I don't know why Agatha should have, I think, his own show. I think Echo is also a show. I don't know why Echo is having its own show. You know what they didn't put there, or I've seen this, they didn't put What If. I know What If is also part of this whole phase thing, and What If is pretty good. I'm cool with that. But I just feel like, I think we're getting hit too much. I just saw the first episode of She-Hulk, and it was okay. I want to see the direction they go with it. I want to see, excuse me. I want to see who's gonna be the true bad guy and how to evolve, what it evolves into. I don't like the whole sex appeal look that I've seen. I was looking for a more ripped She-Hulk, but we all know how that goes, where they try to just sexualize everything. I mean, they do that with all the Marvel female characters. This is sex appeal to it, which sometimes it's just a little bit too much. It's like, just what, certain things we just need to stick to regular stuff. But She-Hulk definitely had this ripped body. She cut up and strong. And even then, the way they drew her in the comic book still gave it a little sex appeal. But over here for the show, they went full on sex appeal. They went tall, tone. I mean, it might change. Who knows? I'm probably just episode 1, just judging it by it. So it might change. Hopefully it does. But it just seemed like they kept her more toned and not ripped, like from what I'm used to seeing. But the biggest release was the trailer of Black Panther: Wakanda Forever. It's amazing. From the soft intro, the emotions, the sadness, right? Then it led into this hard, with the Kendrick, gonna be all right, just tough, gritty intro, trailer as it kept going, showing you that, while mourning and while going through these sad emotions, they can't stay like that for too long, because it gets real, and they gotta fight. And they showed a preview of the Black Panther that Killer had. They showed, what could it be? Could Jordan B come back and play that role that he played? That was just so amazing. The hey auntie. But we'll see. Or is it someone else in the suit that's that came up with the same colors? We'll see. But the trailer, even the intro and Comic-Con, how they, the African music and the dude singing, the guy walking with beating on the drums, and then the rest of the set came on the stage. Everything that led to that trailer was amazing, was great, was awesome, was pure. I love it. It was dope. It was amazing. Now, I want to that was my summer recap on those things, right? The little things that made me happy. Now I want to get to the let's talk. I want to get to the personal stuff, but it's not gonna be all. It's not sad. It's not sad. I just want you to know that we're not gonna be, we're not gonna be in pain here. But the pain did lead to this road to happiness. The frustration, the angers, the ups and downs, the confusion, all the negative energy and everything that I went through at the time has led to where I'm at now, and I'm only building. I'm only building on top of that. That foundation. That wasn't so. That foundation that I first, that was there. That foundation is built on the pain. Is built on the negativity, but it solidified to something so great. And now I'm able to build on top of that, and not only just build, but live and move forward on this path. So let me do a quick recap on the Let's Talk. On the personal. Started with episode 2, just me admitting about me not expressing the pains that I carried about my grandfather passing away, and the things that led to it, and the beef within the family, and how much that pissed me off, and then how much hearing about a family member that was at that time not doing well, and probably close to dying, and eventually that family member did die, which happened to be my grandmother. And so with the things that I never healed, and with the stuff that I never talked about, and I kept quiet, and getting the information about my grandmother, I reacted horrible towards it. Horrible. I'm talking about just stupid, man, and hurting my loved one, and hurting myself, but more hurting the people around me by saying things and doing things and just being stupid. I was angry, and if you go back and see, I'm angry at people when I should just not be angry. Then we led to episode 3 where grandmother passed away. And it wasn't as tough as it was for my grandfather, because I was able to talk to my grandmother. So I was able to laugh, cry, speak about how life is going, express the things I didn't like about what happened, and talk about my son, and show pictures of my boy Jay, who basically my stepson, and and the young Prince Miggs, and the Queen. What I'm saying? So it was good to show her those stuff before she passed away. At least giving her some type of peace that I'm gonna be good. In a sense of that part, like I got this soldier next to me, I got this family, and I'm gonna be good. And in a sense, with her passing, it brung this little, I guess, rift within the family close, and things were, things were said that was finally should have been said, and there was just a bit of there was closure there. There was a relief in her passing, and unfortunately, that's what it took. Because unfortunately, a lot of the fight started with my grandmother. That rift started with my grandmother, and I want to say it ended with my grandmother, and brought people together. Unfortunately, but how I handled it and how I went forward was better. that was one thing, but that doesn't mean everything else was great, because there was a lot of problems still going on in my life, as the job that I had just sucked. It was just, man, it was horrible. So many things were just going wrong. Waking up at 4. Waking up at 3, clocking in at 4 in the morning. 3 in the morning, waking up at 3 in the morning, clocking out at 4 in the morning, and then just working these like 12, 13-hour shifts in the sun, in the truck with no AC, and that was like almost every day. Coming home, barely eating, taking a shower, going straight to sleep, not even being able to have a full-blown conversation, with my queen. Not be able to talk to my son. Not be able to see my son like that over the summer, because, I'm working these long hours, and I, just so much. There was just so much. You know what I'm saying? And then with that, me and Shorty were fighting. Me and the lady, we definitely had our problems. We had an uphill battle. It's one of the first times that we actually really struggling as a couple. Really going through it. To the point where it was kind of scary, and it was just like, yo, what the fuck? You know what I'm saying? Like, part of my language, but it didn't mean curse, but that's how I felt. It felt like it was just, I don't know, like it was about to break. There was so much being said, so much not being done, not being talked about between us. It was just like this rift in his household, and for a minute it was just like almost questioning, yo, what the is going to happen? Like, what's gonna go on? And I think nowadays when people go through that, their first initial reaction is like, yo, peace, I'm out. But that wasn't my reaction. And it wasn't hers either, but it's definitely a thing of like, we had to ask, what is next? You can't deny the energy. So a lot of the miscommunication, a lot of not doing things on my part, her not saying things on her side, it led to like this crazy thing. And but it was, at the same time, I think it's one of the best things that was needed, because we needed to see what this relationship can handle. Because if we're gonna fold instantly, or because we in this uphill and we ain't moving up like we should, then how strong is the bond and how strong is the relationship if we're gonna just go like this? If because life got hard, or as men and women we didn't communicate with each other, because let's be honest, let's be real. A man is not gonna know what a woman is thinking, and a woman's not gonna know what a man is thinking. Alright? A woman is a woman, a man is a man. We'll know each other like that. But how we get to know each other like that is by talking. And just being real. Being real doesn't mean being mean. Being real doesn't mean being an a-hole, you know what I'm saying? Being real means you're just speaking from the heart. And we have to take it like that. So us having that conversation that we needed to have was great, because it allowed us to talk, then have moments to ourselves, and then having that moment to ourselves, letting us think, letting us move the distractions out the way, and see clearly, allowed us to be where we at now. And where we at now is great. Um, but before I get deeper into that, another big thing that happened um, while going through all this grieving process and everything, my grandmother, and going through this process with my lady, with my woman, I got a new job. I got a call back from a job that I applied for, that I had an interview for. Finally, my fault, not a call, but an email. I got an email back about 2 weeks later, man. I thought I ain't had the job. I ain't gonna lie to you. I needed out. I needed a change in my life, like we all do. We all work hard to able to be with our families, enjoy times with our families, be with our friends. And I wasn't getting that where I was before, and I'm getting that now. And I was able to. It's blessings, miracles. God's will that I was able to land a job for what I went to school for, and that's IT. And everybody in the IT field know if you don't have certificates or you don't have the experience, a lot of jobs don't hire you for a beginner tier 1, tier 2 job. And I want to say, this person that I'm working for, I'm working at a school, but my director, who's in charge of me, took a chance. And not only did he take a chance, he's teaching, and I'm learning, and and working in a school, it's pretty dope. To be able to interact with young ones and hopefully be a positive impact in them, in a sense of just by letting them know that, showing them, being real with them, not sugarcoating, not lying, not trying to make things all nice and pretty, but showing them, yo, I've been in your shoes, I've done stupid stuff, and it's delayed me in my life. Where I should have been early in life. It took me forever to get here. Now, I am a big believer. I'm exactly where I should be at that moment, right? And that's where I'm at now. And I'm at where I'm at now because of everything that I withstand, that I went through and learned from and built from. And this gives me the experience to actually talk to these kids and let them know, like, yo, hey, what you thinking of doing, I did, and this is how it messed me up. It ain't worth it. Be good, do better. So, within getting that job, I've been good. And on top of that, the biggest thing is that I worked for the city. I had this interview. At the same time, I had an interview for another job within the city. I had the interview for the city a week after the interview from the school, and the interview for the city landed on the day that made a year. Interview went bad. It was horrible. It's the worst. I'm talking to my homeboy. I'm talking to my homeboy, and I'm telling him, yo, this interview sucked. The interview for the school was great. I don't know what happened. And I was just down because I was like, damn, yo, I'm stuck. I'm stuck at this job. And mind you, I went to this job. I went to this interview in the middle of my bereavement. So I'm there mentally, but at the same time, I'm just not there. And then sitting there and having this interview, I lost it. I was just like, ugh. Like inside of me, there was no passion behind it. It just felt very just awkward being there. But yeah, I'm talking to my homie, and then like half an hour later, after talking about, I don't know why the school didn't call me back. I got an email from the school apologizing, hey, sorry for the delay, but they left for vacation or whatever, and he was offering me the job, and I took it, no hesitation, not at all. And I gave the sanitation job a notice right there and then, just letting them know that I will not be coming back. I put in a date that you should resign me for and all that. And that's it. I dropped off my equipment and never looked back. I'm thankful for the job that I had, the opportunity that I had, but I had to move and be at a place that was better for me. And this place has been better for me and continue to be better for me, and I can continue to grow and get better. So yeah, you know, in the middle of my grandmother's passing, so much happened. You know, we go from grieving to family getting together. We go from grieving to me and my lady not being not being on the same page, and it's just looking grim and bad for me getting this job to and to being here, to being here. And I just want to tell people, yo, we're gonna have to go through some storms. We're gonna have to walk. We're gonna have to take a detour, especially if we made some bad choices in our lives. If we made some bad choices in our lives, those consequences come, and sometimes they come right away. Sometimes they hit you down the road, and they delay you for a long time. And we got to be accountable and admit to, yo, we messed up, and now this is the pain price. But that doesn't mean you quit. There's no quitting. All it means is you get up every day and you keep doing what you're doing until you find that thing that you know is what you want to do, until you make the transition to something better in life. But quitting is a no. Don't quit. Just don't give up completely and just say forget life. Nah, man. Nah. I know this is like a weak thing saying that, yo, you're not the only person that's been there. But the reason why I say that is because you not being the only person that's been there means is you have people that you could talk to. You have people that has been there and made it, and they could be your help. They could be the people that just take you out that mud, man, and take you out from these rainy, stormy days and put you in that sunshine. You never, I'm gonna be honest with you, you never truly forget the people that pass away in your life. The ones that you love, they stay in your heart forever. They're not here physically, and it sucks because they're not here physically to enjoy the success and the happiness that you will have in life, or you do have in life. But they still here, man. The memories are still here. The souls are still here. The spirits are still here. Right here, right here. You can't forget those detours that you take in life, those hardships, because they build you, they make you stronger, they make you smarter, they make you wiser. They make you realize, yo, some people they ain't meant to be in your life. Stiff arm them, give them that Heisman trophy. You feel me? Give them that pose, put your arm out, cut them off. Let go of the toxic. Let go of the non-believers. Let go of the ones that, that just keep being negative and not positive. That's always looking down, never looking up, never looking straight, never looking forward, always looking back. Nah, we ain't with that. You got this just like how I got this, how the next person got it, how we all gonna get it, how we all gonna be. But that's up to you. No matter what, man, it's up to you. I've been proof that even in the roughest times, there's a gem, there's something in there. Now the reason why I say there's a gem, there's something in there, because the biggest thing out of all of this right here, which is the surprise, it's just that I asked my queen to marry me. She said, yeah. I'm engaged, have a fiance. You see what we went through, how we didn't fold, how we opened up, how we took time to gather our thoughts and think about things and see what's going on in our lives. just brought us together even more. Now I'm saying, oh, that's it, everything's gonna be great. Nah, man. Things are gonna be rough regardless. But it shows we could get through that. We could battle through that. We got that tough umbrella. Walk through that thing like, excuse me, man. You know, I got a job that most people say I ain't supposed to have. Now I'm lucky. I'm getting the type of experience right now that is crazy. Because I'm being, not only am I learning from doing, I'm being taught by someone as well that knows what they're doing. I have a great boss, a great director. He teaches and it gives me the room to learn. It's not down my neck breathing. It's there allowing me to try, ask questions, go again. Like it's dope. So yeah, my summer started off bad. The toughest shit in the world. Excuse my language again. But it was rough. It's a roller coaster. It was a storm. It was everything that could have rocked me. That could have just shut me down. That just could have, I don't know, ended so many things. Instead, I stood tall. Instead, we stood tall. Solidified a relationship. And got myself in a place, in a profession where I'm happy. Where I go to work tired, but I go to work happy. Knowing that there's so much going on. Knowing that I might be able to change some kids' life. IT, when they come to the room, ask for laptops and chat it up and talk and, you know, try to get some dope advice. I'm able to learn. I'm able to do things. And, you know, and so much more. And I want to say one more thing before I go. You know, I was giving a lot of congratulations when I posted the picture of the ring. You know, having our hands over, over the water, waves coming through and stuff at the beach. Which, by the way, is one of her favorite beaches, but where I proposed. I had somebody tell me congratulations, and I hope the next chapter in your life is great. You see, but me and my fiance, it's funny saying it. That's why I had to say it, because it's so funny to say. But me and her, we go way back. I think now this year makes it like 13 years that we go around there. I think 13, close to 14 years. But either way, we go way back before we got together. And I feel like we don't have many chapters. We have lots of books. You see, there's a part in our life that after a while that book ends, and then that story ends, and then continues, and the story continues somewhere else. Things change, and I never wanted to be a chapter, because this part in our friendship that we disappeared and lived our own lives for a while. That's not a chapter. That's a whole story. That's a whole book. That's different things. And I think this right here, this story that started with us talking again and then getting together and then moving in and now proposing and now being engaged, getting married is the end of this part of the story. And then being husband and wife is going to be the next story that we write. And then from that point on, you could call it next chapters and next chapters. Or we could call, when the kids grow up, graduate high school, move on, the next story in our lives, the adventures that we take, the things that we do. So yeah, I want to say the chapter of this part of the story is going to end in our marriage. But the story continues in the next book. Sequels on top of sequel on top of sequel. Gonna be out here like the MCU with different phases out here. But if you made it here to the end, I just want to say thank you for listening. And that I hope that, these type of things help. I hope my experience help. There's so much to talk about, so much to say. It's something that I would love to keep doing on every episode. Is to always share my experience and hope that it lands on ears that needed to hear this and needed to know, like, hey, yo, I got this. Yo, he got it. I got this. But you already know. Like, comment, subscribe, share. It'll be great for you. It'll be nice. It'll be fun. It'll be dope. And I'm going to just keep going. I know this episode took a while, but like I said, man, when life hits, life hits. And, I just have to roll with it. And I finally got the time and I'm here now. So before I go, just want to say cheers, blessings. And just remember, don't give up just because it's getting rough. Put on them boots. March forward. Take the umbrella. You know what I'm saying? Cover yourself in this crazy storm. And if the umbrella gets blown away, guess what? Keep moving. You're going to see the sunshine. It may seem like forever, but you're going to see the sunshine. With that, I say peace and cheers. Be great, kings and queens.